It's Vito, baby.
Rock me, baby.
Well, how do you like it?
Yeah. Honestly, I can tell that you're frustrated. Been a minute since you dated. Oh, you don't know who to get. Trust me, I'm focused. You need to come, girl, I've noticed. You don't mean it. I know you don't mean it. You just need some TLC, TA, yeah, that's me. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Let me know, let me know. I know girls can never say they want it. Girls can never say now. Shawty, just tell me.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Candy. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a follow-up video to my domestic violence video, just to answer a few questions and kind of go over just a couple of things that I wanted to address. If you guys would like to see this video, stay tuned. And also, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and leave it in my comment section, and I'll be sure to go through those and answer them. I will be doing a live video really soon. Right now, I'm just going to be addressing kind of like a follow-up video to my domestic violence video. So I wanted to go over a couple of things. If you guys haven't already saw my domestic violence video, go ahead and watch it. I'll leave it in the description box. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Now, what I wanted to address was, I know a lot of people, you know, in the African-American community, they kind of look at things, you know, differently than what other people might look at them, especially when it comes to calling the police, you know, and getting the law involved in certain types of situations. Me, on the other hand, I used to be one of them, but I've definitely grown to feel differently about that. At some point, you know, you do have to make some really important decisions. So that's one of the topics that I'm going to be going over. I'm not going to make this video too long, but I'm definitely going to go over that. So you always hear the term in the African-American community, especially with "I'm not a police caller," or "oh, I'm not a snitch," or stuff like that. And I definitely wanted to go over that. So my view on that is very much differently, especially now. If there's somebody that is physically hurting you, they're hurting you, why would you protect that person? They are hurting you. There's no reason to protect them. They're not protecting you. They're the one that's hurting you. And you got to think about it. You could be saving that person's life, the person that is actually physically hurting you. What if they choke you too hard or hit you and you hit your head and you die? They're going to get a life sentence for that. Versus you calling the police on them for putting their hands on you and either getting probation or a slap on the wrist or even 1 to 2 years. You're risking your life getting taken away from your family. And half these people already are inside of your head, so they know what you think. I've been there. And some of these people will back that. Family members, friends of the other person, sometimes even friends of yours. I've had, you know, situations where people actually came to my house and had, you know, try to jump me and do all kind of stuff to me because I called the police. I've been harassed by his mother because I called the police, calling me names, calling me BITCHs. You know, it's been so much stuff, you know, that is definitely going to be in my book that I did not go over. And it's sad. You know, I was on Facebook the other day and I came across this post with this young girl, and she had just gotten out of the hospital. You know, the guy that she was with had beat her from head to toe. She had black and blue, and she had called the cops on him. And all of his friends and family, you know, was messaging her, threatening her, telling her, you effing police caller, you're this, you're that, you're this, how dare you, it wasn't that bad, and why would you call the cops on him, he's in jail, he's facing jail time, da 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 da. And my God, my heart really went out to her. So she posted the pictures of her body and she addressed it. And I'm really proud of her for doing that. You know, she made a post and she said, for all those people that are threatening me and messaging me and telling me that it wasn't that bad, here's the proof. And she showed her pictures and she said, I've been in the hospital. I mean, the pictures were horrendous. And it's sad that, and of course, she was an African-American woman. It's sad that in our community that we protect these type of people. And not only are we protecting them and we're not stopping them from hurting us, but when you leave them, they're going to get with somebody else, probably weaker than you, that they're going to hurt. Why would you want to continue that? At some point, you have to put your foot down. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. They can call me a police caller. They can say whatever they want about me, but I still have my life. I still have my sanity. I still have my children. And, you know, I know it's a lot of people that's going to watch this video and they're not going to like what I have to say. But at the end of the day, somebody has to say it. And I wrote down some notes, you know, about, you know, some follow-up questions and stuff. And I did have someone actually left it in my comments and was like, you know, well, why did you have kids with him? You know, if it was that bad, why'd you have kids with him? Let me address that. First of all, there are things that were left out on purpose for my book. Secondly, people that aren't even in abusive relationships still have kids with their partners. Some of them planned, some of them unplanned. Even if they're unhealthy relationships, even if they're healthy relationships, some things are not planned. And God never makes mistakes. And the only good things that came out of that relationship were my children. So, you know, you have to kind of be careful, especially if you didn't watch my whole video. Because if you did watch my whole video, you probably want to ask me that question. And it's a lot of people out there that probably hasn't been in that type of situation or that has. Like, well, why did you have those kids with him? Sad world we live in, you guys. Sad world we live in. You know, you'll never understand the cycle of abuse unless you've been there. You'll never understand the damage that it has on you and your decisions. You'll never understand. And I don't want to give too much away because I'm definitely going to address a lot of things in my book. Another thing that I wanted to address is bullying. You know, a lot of the times when you walk away from, in my opinion, an abusive person or sociopath, psychopath, narcissist, covert narcissist, if you guys don't know what that means, go ahead and look it up. There are effects after. These people don't give up easily. And I dealt with, and I'm still dealing with, harassment, manipulation, games, lies. And when you have kids with that person, unfortunately, you're tied to them. And they kind of use the kids as bait. And I had to refocus my attention to where it needs to be, which is protecting my kids, even though they don't understand what's going on, and protecting our personal space and our boundaries. I've had people playing on my phone. I've been threatened by his family. I've been threatened by his girlfriend. I have gone through lies. I have gone through him contacting my family and lying. I mean, it just continues and it continues and it continues. And the obsession is a sickness. You know, it's a sickness. The manipulation is a sickness. And a lot of my family members I do not speak to because they're still in contact with this person. And they understand the severity because I've explained it to them, but they just don't care. He's popped up at my new home. He's moved down here. You know, and You know, the co-parenting is hard to co-parent when you're dealing with a narcissist or a sociopath. You cannot co-parent with them. It makes it extremely difficult to do anything. And now we're in the same city, you know, and I didn't say a lot, you know, because I wanted to leave so much more from my book, and it's still a lot that's going to be in that book, you know, but you have to kind of deal with people from a distance. And my skin has definitely toughened up. I've gone through a lot of harassment day and night where I had to change my phone number, you know, because of his current girlfriend. She's like obsessed with me. I don't know this girl. I've never met her. I've never given her any reason to harass me. Of course, she freaking stalks me like the rest of them and does some really nasty things. And I'm sure he's a puppet master because of things that she said she wouldn't have known unless he told her. And he plays, you know, puppet master. And it's really pathetic and it's really sad. You know, so I kind of keep people at a distance and I make sure that I document everything because when I go to court, that's going to help me. And, you know, it would be a lot easier if I could turn back the hands of time, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And, you know, I'm very blessed and I'm very happy that I'm still here and I still have my sanity. It's a lot of people that aren't here, you know, and you can't just walk away from somebody without a plan. Not those type of people. Some women tried to leave and, you know, the guy became so obsessed with them that he killed her. You know, this is a very dangerous game. These people, they play to win. And it's so much more that goes into it than what you can see unless you've lived it. If there's somebody out there, you know, they're in that situation whether they want to hear it or not, you need to talk to them. If you see something, say something. They might be mad at you. You know, at least you know you tried. Pray for them. Help them. The cycle of abuse is strong. It's a stronghold. And it's hard to get out of it. And, you know, there might be some men that's watching this that feels differently as well. But I don't care what people think. And I'm not going to stop talking about this because it's too much of an epidemic with any race. With any race, it's an epidemic. Some of these countries, it's legal to beat your spouses or your wives. And it's sad. You know, it's really, really sad. And all the things that I spoke about in that video were true. And, you know, some people will forget. They'll forget everything that you did to them. They'll play games with you. Oh, I want to see the kids. I want to see the kids. When really it's not even about the kids. It's about manipulation and games. Because the second you give them that opportunity, they blow it. And, you know, kids, they don't understand everything. That's why they're children. So you have to be gentle with them. And it's been extremely hard. It's been extremely hard even knowing that he's down here. Him coming from California, him and his girlfriend moving down here. And now I have two people to deal with instead of one, and they're exactly alike. They're both very belligerent. And, you know, I did recently try the co-parenting thing. He reached out to me and claimed that he was a changed person and da-da-da-da-da. And it went so badly. I really gave him an opportunity. And the things that I know, you know, she's very young, but oh my goodness. I mean, maybe the age plays a lot in some of the things that she said, you know, to me about my deceased mom and my children and my family. And I don't even know this girl, you know, but it's really sad and it's pathetic. And I know a lot of that is orchestrated by him. And again, it just feeds into that sociopathic behavior. And it just kind of boiled up something that I buried. And it really gives me a lot of anxiety. You know, he could be watching these videos. I really don't even care. But it brings up a lot of anxiety in me. It's just a reminder of everything that I went through and moving forward, how to keep myself out of it and how to keep my space safe where I don't have to deal with that type of stuff. And I didn't go into this with the intentions of bashing anyone. But at the same time, I need to shed light on these things. I know I'm not the only person that experiences these things, especially after walking away from someone like that. It is extremely hard when you have children with them because they try to make themselves relevant because of the kids. I mean, I don't get child support. I don't get any type of help from him. It's not even about that, really. So again, I had to not co-parent. I see that he has not changed. He's the same person. So now I have to go through the courts. And a lot of the time, the courts don't work unless you have years and years of video evidence, of the manipulation, because it's hard to diagnose a sociopath or a narcissist. And a judge can't diagnose that. They have that switch on and off. They're very great actors. I mean, I've lived that. So when it comes to bullying and things like that, the best thing to do is try to document everything, try and get evidence, recordings, emails, texts. I still have old texts, from the harassment from him, his girlfriend, his mother. I mean, they said some really nasty things about my mom, my your effing fat dead mother, and I mean, all kinds of stuff. And it's just like, dude, why are you contacting me at all? And it's sad. It's just really, really sad. It did anger me. And I didn't even do what I thought I was going to do. So my best bet would just be to ignore, separate, block, or whatever I need to do. Because people are going to be obsessed no matter what. So if you know somebody in that type of situation, or you see somebody else, saying things like you're a police caller, or, bullying somebody that's been in that type of situation, say something. And if you're not strong enough, that can really break you. That can absolutely destroy you. They can make you feel like something's wrong with you. You're the problem. They're not. You should just deal with it. And you should never have to deal with that. If you guys have any other questions, if you guys want to do a Q&A, let me know. Go ahead and leave it in my comment section, and I'll be sure to do a follow-up Q&A video with you guys. If you guys want me to go live, I'll definitely go live so that we can chat live about the topic. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, I'll definitely address that in either a live video or a Q&A video. It's totally up to you guys. I do appreciate you guys watching my video. And do not forget, if you see something, say something. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.